Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAHAKWADASH. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the icon that's out there pushing in sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Um, Really quick video. This is a video put up by Elder Menatazatba, GMS South Carolina '08. EBT to snap reforming cuts could bring civil unrest, right? Hashtag famine, Jacob's trouble, martial law, all the things that we've been talking about for I don't know how long. We've been mocked for it for years, and still are being mocked for it. You got all this stuff happening, and people still, after all this, still decide to attack the Israelites. All this stuff is happening, and still decide to roll up to our camps and attack us and all this other stuff, right? So we've told you again, we've told you time and time again about this stuff, right? Um, this was getting ready to come, and it's only going to escalate from here, man. It's only going to escalate from here. We told you to stop relying on these benefits and come back to the voice of the Lord, man. Now people bugging out. Now this is more than likely, yes, it's more than likely going to start making people really, really bug out, right? So, real quick, like I said, real quick video. I don't really have very much to say about a topic like this because this is what we talk about on a daily basis. This is exactly what we talk about, right? So this is Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? So earthquakes, yeah, actual earthquakes, sure, but mainly when you look at earthquakes, it's talking about commotions, and that's why it equated the two, right? So right now, we're measuring the times that we're in. The Lord never gave us the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI never gave us a specific time of when he's gonna, when he's gonna return. But he did give us signs, and he did give us enough to know what time we're in, right? The times that we're in. He gave us enough to at least know that. And that's good. That's good enough for right now. Knowledge is going to increase, but right now what's good enough is to know what time is that we're in, so we know how to prepare ourselves, man. Even before all this stuff was happening, we were preparing ourselves for this situation to happen, man. Right? Things are not are see, you got a lot of people out there that say, yeah, this is what happens when Trump gets to the, we told you should have voted for Kamala. Well, I got news for you, man. The government is the government. The politicians are politicians, no matter who or what they are. Right. Second of all, more importantly, really, which should have been first. More importantly, you people are not looking past presidents. Okay, you're not looking past presidents. Think about it like this: who owns the money? You gotta look past presidents. Presidents don't own money; they use it. They don't make the money; they use it. Right? Who owns the money? Who owns the presidents? See, we go above and beyond a goddamn president. Sure, they have a little bit of power, but they're doing what they're allowed to do. Right? They're doing exactly what they're allowed to do, and it just goes on from there. There's a chain of command even with them. See, a president, if if there's a cutoff point, you're going to know the cutoff point. And like I said, Trump, he's only doing what he's allowed to do. They put him in there on purpose. Obviously, they do everything on purpose, right? But they put him in there to do a certain job, and this is the job that he's doing, right? He's dismantling everything. And this only makes sense because I did a video yesterday, everything that's happening now and what's going to happen is all going to lead up to Revelation 13. You need disorder, right? You need anarchy. You need all kinds of chaos to happen um in order to in order for them to enforce the NWO, right? And we know what that is, the New World Order. They got this. These things got to happen. So what do? They put Trump in there. They say, yeah, he's gonna start messing up a lot of stuff. He's gonna mess up a lot of stuff, right? Nobody's gonna like him, right? And that'll be that. And then what? They're gonna, government shutdowns. Everybody's in an uproar. They're gonna come up with some type of solution. And this is all gonna keep happening until we get up to Revelation 13. And the ultimate solution is gonna be the microchip, right? That's gonna be the ultimate solution to all our problems, as they call it, right? So, let's go on to verse 4. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep this much longer. Um, it says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." All right. So let's keep on. "Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works," right? "And endings in effects and signs." So right now we're in the time of effects and signs. We're no longer in the time of wonders and powerful works. All right. No, we're no longer in the time of that. Right. Right now we're in the effects and signs. And this is all part of the way how we can understand, you know, what exactly is the end? What are the end days going to look like? Well, we got clues, and we're going through them right now. We've been going through them for quite some time now. It's just that people have been ignoring it up until now. Now that people are getting shook up, right? Because benefits get ready to get cut. Can't forget about the job losses, right? Can't forget about that part, because that's going to escalate too, or more people get ready to start losing their jobs too. And this is going to, like I said, this is going to make people snap, and it's getting ready to get ridiculous, right? Anyway, let's read one more verse. Verse 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be," "and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed." So for all you Christians out there that say, "all you got to do is believe," well, if you believe, then you would do some works. And you Christians do absolutely no works of the Lord, man. You people, there are an awful lot of Christians out there with Halloween decorations out on their front and backyards, right? I'm not understanding what's going on with this when Halloween is openly evil, and you got Christians celebrating. That's just one small example. I'm just saying, because we approaching Halloween. That's just one small example. I that's just what I thought of at the top of my head, because you got people, for example, there's a house that I rode by, and I actually saw it again today. I think I took a picture, but I'm not going to pull it out right now. In fact, let me see if I have it. Yeah, I found it. So here, this is just an example. It's going a little off topic, but this is just a little example of you Christians out there, right? Or anybody that claim that they love the Lord and do absolutely no works. So here you can see, I did take a picture of this. This home is protected by the good Lord, and of course a great name, right? So, and I've seen this sign before, but it's protected by the good Lord, right? Now you go up here. I'm trying my best not to show the address. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You go up here. There's a skeleton sitting for Halloween. It's a Halloween decoration sitting right above the sign that says this home is protected by the good Lord. All right. There's a skeleton right above it. I might even do a separate video on this. Because I'll be going a little off topic with this. But there's a skeleton sitting right. It's a Halloween decoration. Again, Halloween is openly evil. What are God-fearers and what are God-fearing people doing celebrating Halloween? I don't get it. I just don't understand. But like I said, this is just a small little example of you know, you Christians out there. But anyway, back on topic. uh Jacob's trouble, you know, the thing that a lot of you people mock us for saying for talking about Jacob's trouble, it's literally right around the corner. I mean, we can see it. You know what I mean? Start with this ice situation, you know, and you know, they snatching Jake up, right? Now we got benefit cuts and you know the beginning of the Elder Not the Zopbox video, and of course it's all these black women because again they fund these so-called black women, right? And now that they don't need them to destroy the homes anymore, right? Because that's what happened through Esau, right? Now that they don't need the so-called black woman, now they just saying, well, F them. We don't need them no more. So take away their benefits. Take it all away. We don't need them no more. We got these niggas, right? Indoctrinated enough. So we don't need them no more. Get rid of them. Makes sense. So now these black women are all over the internet. I got 12 kids and I'm pregnant with 3 now, and you know I spend thousands of dollars on my EBT every month. Okay, well, I mean, you find a way. You wanted to be the single, independent black woman. Well, have it. Go find your way. No more complaint. Find your way. You know, get off the internet. That time that you're spending on the internet, talking about your problems, starting up a damn pity party, right? Could be used to solve your problems, like the strong, independent black woman that you are. Like the strong woman that you are, man. Go deal with it. I don't know what else to tell you. Men too. I don't feel sorry for Jake, man. You know, you got a lot of men that was relying on that too. But like I said, if you're not with the Lord, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Except just you better get right with the Lord, or you know, you just, I mean, you know, you just out there, you know. That's all I got on this, man. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.